Murder is one of the most heinous and universally condemned acts that can be committed by human beings. Taking the life of another person is an irreversible act that leaves families and communities shattered. Despite its horrific nature, murder and killing have been part of human history for as long as humans have existed. Well, today, my friends, we're gonna talk about an unusual murder that happened not too long ago. The story of Tristyn Bailey is a tragic one that has captured the attention of the nation. It is a story of a young girl who was victim of her classmate that shocked a community and left a family devastated. This is the story of the murder of Tristyn Bailey and Aiden Fushi. Tristyn Bailey was a 13-year-old girl who lived in a quiet neighborhood in St. John's Country, Florida. She was a happy and outgoing teenager who loved spending time with her friends and family. On the night of May 8, 2021, Tristyn went for a walk with her friends. She was last seen walking alone in the early hours of the morning. When she did not return home, her family became concerned and contacted the authorities. A search was launched for Tristny, and her body was discovered later that day in the wooded area near her home. She had been brutally beaten and stabbed to death. She had 114 stab wounds, 49 of which were defensive. The community was in shock and disbelief. How could something so horrific happen in their small town? The investigation into Tristany's murder was intense and involved many hours of police work. It was not long before detectives turned into attention of a 14-year-old boy named Aiden Fusi. Aiden was a classmate of Tristany's and had been seen with her on the night of her murder. Aiden was brought into questioning, and at first he denied an involving in Tristany's murder. However, as the evidence mounted against him, he eventually admitted that he killed Tristany almost 2 years ago. After the fact, he claimed that he had been into a fit of rage and attacked her. He also claimed that he had no memory of the attack. The news of Aiden's confession sent shockwave through the community. Aiden had been a popular boy who was well liked by his peers. No one could understand how someone so young could commit such a heinous crime. The prosecution argued that Aiden knew exactly what he was doing and should be tried as an adult. They presented evidence that showed Aiden had planned the attack and had been expressing to his girlfriend and friends about wanting to kill someone just to know how it feel like. He even posted disturbing messages on social media in the days leading up to the murder. After a lengthy trial, the jury found Aiden guilty of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 25 years due to his age. The sentencing was met with mixed emotions from the community. Some believed that Aiden deserved the harshest punishment possible for what he had done, while others felt that he was just a child who had made a terrible mistake. In the end, the tragedy of Tristyn Bailey's murder and the role that Aiden Fushi played in it will never be forgotten. The community will forever mourn the loss of a young life and will always wonder what could have been done to prevent such a tragedy from occurring.